Okay, Ricky Flicks, we have two exhilarating trailers to go over this week. We have Barbie and we got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Ricky Flicks, I'm going to give you the choice. Which one do you want to lead off with?
For me, it has to be Barbie.
For you, it has to be Barbie. Okay,
For
so
me,
we'll start there. Greta Gerwig directed. We got teaser number two. We got film releasing July 21st in theaters, same day as Nolan's Oppenheimer. I'm hoping that AMC does a double feature deal. And I'm getting any type of memorabilia that comes with the popcorn bucket that's related to Barbie. I don't care how pink it is. I'm comfortable with my masculinity. I'm going to say I need that.
yes,
I need that memorabilia. And if I have to get a second thing for Oppenheimer, if it's like, I don't even
a
know, like a
bomb.
half of a bomb full of popcorn, I'll get that as well. Just give me all the memorabilia. So let's talk Barbie, Ricky Flex. This trailer, short, minute
Mm.
44, and we got somewhat of what the premise is going to be. We know we're going to be in Barbie land, this amazing set that it seemed that Margot Robbie and company, I'm not going to list all the actors here, that are involved, people playing different versions of Barbie, but we know Margot Robbie is the Barbie. You got all these different versions of Ken, that Ryan Gosling is the Ken, and then they're going to go off on an adventure to the real world for a particular reason. Ricky Flicks, initial reactions to the Barbie trailer.
Yeah, like first teaser trailer, we had the Helen Mirren narration with the ode to Space Odyssey there, signaling like this was going to be a cinematic event that you don't want to miss out on, right? And we had like the awe of Margot Robbie, the doll, Barbie doll, and then the quick montage of just the saying this was going to be a fun movie, and look at all these people having fun, all these different Barbies and Kens. This trailer was clearly like, we're showing you the first act, maybe, right? We're showing you, giving you a sneak peek into Barbie land. We're telling you who Margot Robbie is, who Ken is. Hi, Barbie, like in that awkward, nervous voice for Gosling. He does look like a plastic figure, by the way. Like he
A lot of
does.
makeup, a
Like
lot of makeup.
crap on purpose, on purpose. Um, and like again, we get this confirmation of all the rumors of the Barbies and Kens. And I think the post trailer was post the trailer was great with all those posters, and now it's like a meme with all these other like sports teams.
The marketing
Yeah,
is doing
really
well.
clever, great
Memes.
promo, and just having people having fun with the concept just makes people want to see it more and more. So I think it's great. The fun Beach Boys remix hit very good,
Perfect with the setup.
really good. I have a bunch of thoughts here, but I'll throw it back to you after just saying also just a shout out to one of the Kens here, Simu Liu. Looks like a good adversary to Ryan Gosling here. Very positive trailer for him. Looking forward to seeing how much screen time he's going to get if he leaves Barbie Land, which doesn't look likely, but if he does, and then just that overall like rivalry that maybe he'll have with Gosling in the movie.
So I had a couple big takeaways here. One of them was Simu Liu, but I'll save that for now. What I want to talk about is how this trailer seems like it's only going over the first act. And we usually love it when movies do that, where it's not going into the second or third. It's not telling us it's leaving us guessing on what the premise will actually be. We know Barbie goes from Barbie Land, goes to the real world, but like for reasons that we're just not sure of yet. And leave that
I have a theory.
unknown. Yeah, you have theories though, but we don't know for sure, and that's like the great part about it. And we can stay on our toes and we can guess and we can podcast about it all we want. That's what we want from a trailer. It's best for the trailer roundup. However, I will say I'm nervous that I love what's going on in this first act potentially so much that I'm not gonna love as much what I see in the second and third in the setting of the real world Barbie being like this alien from a different planet being dropped down. It's almost like the inverse of what we just got with Mario, the character going from the real world to Mushroom Kingdom. It's I don't it just I just love the vibe that it got and how I think it could be incredibly funny. And I think Simu Liu, how much are we going to get of him? Because he had a strong presence in this trailer, and we haven't gotten much of Simu Liu outside of Shang-Chi. And I think he has a chance to show, like, if he can go toe to toe with Gosling literally in this movie, and then he seems like he has comedic chops. He's a naturally funny guy.
Mm.
I'm really confident he could pull this off. And I'm also excited from this first the second trailer in this first act is because recently I watched an interview with Russell Crowe, and there was a quote that he came out with saying like Ryan Gosling is one of the greatest comedians that we have. And people don't think of Ryan Gosling as a comedian immediately. Like Russell Crowe obviously had the nice guys with him, and he said that he couldn't stop smiling. He was giddy whenever he was around Ryan Gosling because he was always just cracking jokes. It makes me excited to see him go full comedy in this film and full dope, because a lot of times when we think of Ryan Gosling, he's usually the cool guy. He's slick. He gets all the girls. But what if he's just this brain dead dope? And I think it can just give us a different side of him, like almost like the nice guy on steroids, but more clean cut, obviously, and like perfect. So yeah, Simu Liu, and I'm nervous that the other acts can't match up to the first, but I guess that's what the movie's for, and like we can generate opinions from there.
Right. I think I had the same thoughts as you. And I think my theory behind what's going to happen here is they go to the real world. We got a sneak peek, a glimpse at Will Ferrell. It looks like he's going to be the CEO of Mattel. So maybe Barbie goes to the real world. Ken goes along with her because he's in love with her. And then they want to, the Mattel CEO and those guys want to monetize her.
Yeah.
Her real world presence. And Ken's got to be there for her. And then at the end of the day, it's kind of like they both have to go back to Barbie Land or something and get out of it.
It's just going to be a big criticism on capitalism. Do you think that's what we're driving at by the time we get to this movie?
That's what I'm thinking. And yeah. That's very popular in Hollywood, especially nowadays. But it'll probably work. You have Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach behind the camera and behind the pen here. So it's going to work. But it's like, oh, like we've seen that before. But they just got to do it in a clever enough way. And this looks that way. So I'm not really against it. It's just like, it's not original, but this concept of the Barbies and Kens is original. So it kind of cancels each other's out. And overall, I'm still excited for it. If you followed that, I feel like Charlie Day there.
I just have a theory about what this movie could be about, like driving even more into the idea of capitalism and ownership of property. And I think that's what this movie could be driving at. Maybe Barbie is meant to be kept in this world, and you have like a Will Ferrell who's acting as the villain in this.
Exactly.
And that's kind of like the vibe we're getting just from like that first glimpse of him in the suit compared to everybody else.
Remember the Lego movie where he's the villain there,
shoving down his like intern and things like that. He's giving off villain vibes.
Yes.
But like in the marketing for this movie, someone plays a lawyer. It says like blank, some actress I do not know, as the lawyer. And I'm thinking like maybe it's almost like Ted 2, where it's like you want to have autonomy over yourself. And I think that could be a relevant theme based on like these larger studios trying to control these people within these spheres of entertainment. I think it could be interesting. I just don't want it to be driven down by the theme, like almost like, hey, we've seen something like this before, when I thought this was going to be more. And I'm not going to I guess dismiss it because it's Greta Gerwig and I know what she's capable of. And I'm really excited by the humor potentially and the performances from this movie. But I'm just thinking about large scale. Like it's just going to be like themes that we've seen repeatedly and almost like, yeah, we saw this 5 times last year. You know what I mean? Like,
right. And I think that's the only scare. And that's why overall, like my last thoughts here was like after, I had my reactions to the trailer and now I'm just thinking of the movie at large. If I'm thinking next March, I'm thinking who's in the Oscar race here. I don't think this movie will be in it. I think Margot Robbie might be a Best Actress campaign. But as far as the movie Best Picture, I don't know. I think it looks a little too wacky and too fun, too much of a comedy to be in the Best Picture race.
Well, coming up after Everything Everywhere.
Yeah, even after coming up after Everything Everywhere, I think it's still not an Oscar darling type of movie. And I think even after the Everything Everywhere, Parasites, like I just don't think it'll be enough. And yes, like you could say the anti-capitalism, that helps its case. Yes, it does. Look at The Big Short. But at the end of the day, I don't think this is going to be enough with the movie slate that we have this year. But we'll see. We'll see. This is just just another teaser trailer, less than 2-minute trailer. We'll see as we go along here up until July 21st.
I also want to talk about the rest of the cast. People that were unknown to be in this movie that Oh, when it flashes in the final portion of that trailer and it talks that list that 30 different names, people that are showing up include John Cena. John Cena is going to be in the Barbie movie. I would love that if he's a version of Ken in Barbie land. I think that would be amazing. You know how
He has the comedic chops.
imagine if he was like a professional wrestler, Ken in Barbie land. I think that would be incredible.
Can't
Dua
see him.
Lipa, which is like it's that draw, but she's also so gorgeous. One of my favorites going right now. Amazing voice. Maybe she's like the pop star Barbie type thing that's going on. Because I think it said Dua Lipa also as Barbie in the promo.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Graphics that came out. And I do want to also shout out Michael Cera makes an appearance in this trailer. I didn't know Michael Cera was going to be in this, but Michael Cera in a Greta Gerwig movie seems absolutely perfect. It makes you wonder how this didn't happen before. If Lady Bird came out in 2008, Michael Cera is in the movie. You know, like it seems perfect. I'm glad that he gets to be here, and he's going to have one or two lines that absolutely like steals the show, steals the scene, and seeing him in between potentially the Gosling and Simu Liu battle, and like seeing him during that beach fight, the beach off scene, I think that could be like this could be one of the funniest movies of the year. I think we're leaning
right
in that direction.
That beach off scene could be like this is the end type of scene with Michael Cera there with the lamppost. That could be like Alan coming out of nowhere and kind of an ode to that 10 years later. I could see that happening.
And after watching this trailer, Ricky, I want to like start this new type of segment where it's I don't know what to title it. I was gonna say score the movie or like give me a soundtrack, give me a sound bite, give me a needle drop that you want to hear. So I think we could have some special ones in Barbie Land. Like you have like the Beach Boys, fun seems perfect for Barbie Land. Is there anything else that comes to mind potentially you want to see in this movie other than come on Barbie, let's go party?
Oh, you put me on the spot. God, probably an ABBA song.
ABBA, like, oh my
Mamma
God, Dancing
Mia,
Queen.
Dancing Queen. Like you gotta do something like that, I think.
Give me your
That'd be
man
too
at the
electric. That would
midnight.
be amazing. But yeah, I'm thinking ABBA.
Is it ABBA or ABBA?
Waterloo. Whatever.
No, I'm asking you. Like, what do you think? What do you say? It's like
It's probably
Reese's or
I
Reese's.
always say ABBA, but I bet it's ABBA.
I bet it's so. That's the thing. Like, I think it is ABBA. And I was like having dinner with somebody, and they were saying ABBA, and I was like, "You mean
Who the
ABBA?"
hell is ABBA?
Yeah, I'm just like Alibaba. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I don't even we're correlated as the same band. But when you said ABBA, I'm like, oh, it's ABBA. And I think that is an amazing shout. Great debut of that
Waterloo could
segment.
work too.
No. It's Dancing Queen.
I know, but that might be too big. If you want to go more low key, you can go Waterloo.
Okay. But I was, yeah, because I don't want to pick someone that's too similar to the Beach Boys, ABBA, like also disco era.
Yeah,
That's
not the
perfect.
beachy vibes though, but still like, you think of Mamma Mia, the movie or the musical. It's like, oh, Grease. Like, yeah, it still has
Did
those
the
type of
80s
vibes.
song potentially too? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a little too hard for Barbie Land, but who knows? All right, that's gonna do it for the Ricky. One more thing. You seem like you put a finger up. No, he lowered the finger. All right, yeah, he raised the middle finger towards me on the camera. If you're watching on YouTube, just kidding.